Alright, so this is no wave race 64. It doesn't have any waves, as you can see, but it still has the textures. I'm going to be going over the textures, so the geometry from the previous lesson, you can apply it with the knowledge that you gain there, with some references to the textures that you can see now because there's no waves. Except for in Drake Lake, because Drake Lake's special. It has a reflection just like before. So I think Sunny Beach is one of the places where it actually could matter a bit more because you can turn on the corner. Like that. Not hold down on that wave and lose like half a second. That'd be great. And not steer into the sand like that. My play isn't excellent because I have some delay and I'm adapting to not having any waves. But that gave you a little bit of a look at what it would look like without textures for a run. And I'm going to go to Sunset Bay now. Which doesn't have that frickin' checkerboard pattern all over it anymore. Alright, I'll try and show a little better next lap. That was pretty bad. I'm going to try and get a good one here, show you at least one lap, get it well. Well documented, alright. This is obviously a little longer video. I imagine it will be just because I'm resetting for full power. I want to give you guys some idea of what that geometry actually looks like in practice in reference to your craft without any waves. You see I hit the sand there a little bit. Something you want to avoid. Also something you want to avoid going off the first wave like that. You can see how far up and down I went. So I'm probably going to get new records on all of these just because I don't have any good times on emulator. So Drake Lake it'd be very useful if I could figure out how to get rid of the reflection. But this isn't really that much clearer than it normally is. It is, it doesn't have that wave texture to it, but the reflection is just so strong. I don't believe there's anything underneath the reflection. Like, if I removed it, I believe I would just see black. But, because there's no real reason to have a bottom texture here. Because the reflection is, like, it's 100% reflected. Like, there's no transparency there. Okay, so here's so these are not excellent runs, but should give you a general idea of where you want to go in terms of the geometry. I imagine that one's not very important, but I'm going to change to mjitter for the next two. So I failed the dive, so I'm just going to keep going just because. Actually, I will show first, before the gate goes up. See that black line under there? That's what you need to get under to dive. There's no other black lines like this in any of the other places in the game that I'm aware of, but I will have a link in the description to the texture pack I am using, and the texture pack I used with the checkerboard pattern. So this is going to be this would be a very difficult level to actually show you what it is like, because most of the optimization in this level is based on the waves, hence why you're using mjitter. So I think I'm going to have a separate video showing exactly what that dive looks like without the waves. And I think I'm going to have to use a save state in order to do that. Because I was trying it earlier on stream and it just wasn't working out. Port blue is going to be somewhat the same problem, but I should be able to optimize it better than that. That was really bad. Also, you notice the background waves in the menus are gone as well, because I couldn't differentiate between the waves on the surface and the waves in the background. Or it probably uses the same texture, so. See if I can actually get the dive here at the start. So that's what a long dive looks like. I doubt I'll be able to show off the short dive just because it's so difficult even with visual cues, but without those visual cues that I've trained myself on, I don't feel confident going for it. But I should anyway. For science. Oh man, brutal. There, that's what it looks like. Nice. Although I'm supposed to go the other way around the ramp because it's less of a turn inwards like that. That doesn't work. It's just hard to tell without all the references I normally use, honestly. Alright, so I showed both kinds of dive off on that level, so that was cool. Glacier Coast. This one's kind of difficult without seeing the waves as well. Especially on this corner here. Ooh, baby. That was a good start. That's what being a scrub looks like. Time to go off some ramps. Alright. Brutal. If you're not straight when you're going into those, that section there, it makes it extremely difficult. So I'm gonna review every course and give some advice, including this one, but until then, try to go straight through. Like, I didn't turn right enough there, and I retired because of it. But it doesn't really affect my playthrough of it, so I'll just go to the next course to save time. Because this video is already going on and I want to demonstrate something. Never mind. Yeah. Southern Ireland. This is another one that could be fairly useful because of the boat and just the corners in general are somewhat deceptive, including this first one here. I think they're somewhat deceptive. Probably wrong, but like this whole section here is somewhat deceptive. Although it's not normally like that. That's not the route, so I'll try to pick this up a bit here. Having a hard time getting max power though, which is a real problem. .118's not bad on that level. That was a pretty good showing of exactly what I was talking about. I turned in way too far in the corners because I couldn't see the water lines, but that's going to be all for this video. I hope that helps just see where you should be turning without any waves. Next video I will be trying to highlight the waveforms themselves and emphasize their form and see what I can do to show really good what am I trying to say here? Show how to go over the waves really well, like you'd expect in a wave race tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Sorry this went on so long.